My name is Lanna Ariel. I was born and raised in Brazil, in the suburbs of the capital, Brasilia. I never felt that I belonged to the place I came from. I mean, in certain extension, I belong 100% to my country and my people. Don't get me wrong. But I always had this feeling of being an outsider for this reason, and because I really wanted to make it as an artist, I ended up saving all the money I made by working full time in an art gallery and museum while also in college. And as soon as I graduated in visual arts, I came to Ireland to learn English. This was the way I saw I could open possibilities for my life and career. 4 years later, and here I am with a whole art studio for myself, living my dream life in the countryside. I believe that your surroundings can have an impact on your work. And it wasn't different for me. Looking back to my work, we can recognize some patterns such as socio-economic issues, feminism, works around people with disabilities, and although those are quite heavy themes to work with, I can always look back and spot magic on the pieces. Time has passed, and the more connected to my spirituality I got, more I could define my creations and my urge to express specific things. I like to define my work as a tea party where the fine arts background meets witchcraft, and out of sudden everything makes sense. I work primarily with oil painting on wooden panels with a surrealist figurative approach where I explore symbolism. I like to explore different beliefs from different cultures around the world and to mix their symbols together. I see my work as a cultural gathering of things, a treasure box keeping many distinct beliefs together. You can find North runes to Egyptian and American symbols all at once. And I cherish this meeting a lot. I think it's part of me to believe that the whole world is one thing and that we all have the luck to be part of it. There is no separation. As I explore mythology and fairy tales as well, I have big influences by surrealism. The way they explored beasts, dreams, and scenery fascinates me. My muse has to be Leonora Carrington because ever since I got to know her work, I had this sense of belonging, of freedom, and love for the technique that it's even hard to put on words. I think that what really has inspired me lately is to observe life, to understand that we are here to experience life, to love each other while taking care of our spirit. My influence is hope for a better future for all of us and also the ugliness and the beauty in ourselves. I love to discover how people used symbols throughout history as spells or to simply affirm, I am here, I exist. You know, I am very visual, so I think that seeing that helps me to see the society and to understand society and to understand myself. Right now, I am focusing on a new collection. I started this series last year in 2022, and it is about how people explored the theme of protection on symbols throughout history in different cultures. So, long story short, I am merging witchcraft on my creations and elaborating on how paintings can be used as amulets, in this case, to bring a sense of protection. I have also been working on my online shop where I develop art prints and merchandise for those who want to support my work. I am a founder and host on a podcast where I interview Brazilian professionals from artistic fields. I also have a YouTube channel, but I haven't been uploading many videos at the moment. I am really focusing all the time that I can in this new collection of paintings. I think that the biggest challenge of being an artist is relative. It changes over time while you are growing. For me, the biggest challenge at the beginning was my mindset and the way I saw the art world, the way I saw myself, my sense of belonging to the art community, limiting beliefs around my craft that for times stopped me from continuing to keep creating and so on. Nowadays, I feel that my biggest challenge is to keep being consistent and to show up in the studio as often as I can and to develop my collections, my research, even my voice in a sense, while also dealing with the challenges of having to spend most of the time applying for open calls, magazines, writing residencies and project proposals, and getting rejected like 90% of the time. The advice I would give to my younger self is that you can either control your mind or let it control you. Everything has a reason and a place. You will get there if you keep pushing yourself while not expecting anyone else to cheer you up. It's not other people's responsibility to look after you. It's your responsibility to go after your dreams, to believe in yourself, to trust your process. You are exactly where you should be right now. So take it easy, stop overworking yourself, and surrender because the universe got your back, honey. About my mediums journey, I started off with white wall paints, mixing with pigments and acrylics before I worked with oils. I've made sculptures with tubes of iron. I've also sewed poetry into photographies. I printed antique papers. But nowadays, I am more focused on my oil paintings and exploring a little bit of digital illustration. Usually, when I am in the studio, I like to listen to music. Music is the most regular thing I listen to, but sometimes I play an art related video in the background or listen to podcasts. But oftentimes, I like to be in silence, especially if it's early in the morning. It's nice to give 100% of my focus on what I'm doing. I don't know, now thinking about the reactions of people on my work, it all seems a bit irrelevant, but I do love when people feel deeply connected and obsessed to a specific piece. As my work, it's very intentional. I do feel that if the person is connected to that piece, it's because they are in need of the energy of the piece. For example, I have works that are about guidance, freedom, perseverance, meditation, etc. So I love when they find someone who connects with them so they can accomplish what they were born to do. I don't hope people take anything from my work. With all due respect, my only job is to create the pieces. Simple like that. My only job is to create the pieces. What each person will take out of them, it's completely personal. and relevant to their own life experiences and out of my control. But I like to think about my work as an opportunity to see change. They are mysterious and magical and bring to me a feeling of the possibility of change. So, thank you so much, Art by Artist, for this interview. It was a pleasure to be here. I do have some projects coming up, such as the publication of a magazine from UCD in Dublin now in April. I am working on a book commission for the North American author Nick Jameson on his latest poetry book that just might come out this year, which I'm very excited about. If you want to know more about my work, you can find my website under my name, www.lannariel.com, where I am always updating my portfolio, upcoming exhibitions, and information in general. There's also my shop where you can find original paintings, drawings, and art prints. It's the same website. It's www.lannariel.com/shop, and my Instagram account where I update my studio practice, my painting process, and what is going on in my life. It's Witch of Paintings, witch as a wizard, not witch as like witch. Okay, so yeah, Witch of Paintings. Once again, thank you for this lovely interview. Thank you for inviting me. It was very interesting to reflect on my work and my practice. So yeah, thank you for the interview, for the opportunity to talk about my work, and yeah, I hope whoever is listening, I hope you enjoy it and you could get something good and positive to your life out of this interview. So it was my pleasure. Bye.